it going, everyone? So quick time frame for this video. As you can tell from the title, I have a bit of a last minute predicament with the Turbo X before I leave for SOC. So it's currently Tuesday morning. I am leaving less than 24 hours from now for Colorado, and I'm dealing with another coolant leak. So I installed the DO88 hose kit on my car a few months ago, and everything over here is good and sorted now. That's been fine since I replaced the water pump and did all that work. But I have been having a slow leak out of this hose, which obviously is no longer the DO88 hose because I replaced it temporarily. So basically what happened is this hose clamp that was on this hose, I over tightened it and it dug into the hose and it started to slowly leak out of the expansion tank here. So it wasn't a terrible leak, like I could still drive the car with it, but it's obviously something that I wanted to address before SOC. So I ended up cutting the hose a little bit, putting it back on, and it was still leaking, so I ended up taking it back off and seeing that the hose clamp had cut into it again, and this was even with a different hose clamp. So at that point, with how much I had to cut the hose, it wasn't able to be used anymore, so I had to throw that out. This I actually got from a junkyard yesterday. There was only one V693 in all the junkyards in Phoenix, and of course it didn't have the actual OEM hose, it just had this. So I picked it up, it was like $4. I mean, I figured that it could be a good backup. But as some of you might have seen on my Instagram story, I purchased a new OEM one and 2 new hose clamps from Saab on Sunday night, and I paid $27 for shipping for a $7 hose and 2 $1 hose clamps to get it here on time, because I'd much rather have the OEM hose than whatever the hell that thing is on there. So before I put the new hose on, I do just want to say that I hate these kind of hose clamps. I can't stand them. These hose clamps, this kind of hose clamp is way better. It will prevent you, of course, from over tightening it because you don't even have to tighten it, and it's just easier. These are way better. So again, that's why I bought new hose clamps, just to be extra safe. And of course we have our new hose. So this should take me about 2 minutes to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this temporary replacement on. I actually didn't even drive the car with this. I was going to, but then we got a huge monsoon last night, which I think you guys could probably guess why I decided not to drive the Turbo X. So I want to keep it clean before I leave, because I drove for it in 5 minutes in the ARC, and this is what it did to the ARC. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory there, but that's not what this video is on. You guys are probably going to be seeing this video tomorrow, aka Wednesday, which means that you'll be seeing this video like when I'm already on my way to Colorado. I think I'm gonna do some live streaming on my Instagram while I'm driving, because I'm gonna be bored, so you know, just to have something to do. But I'm gonna stop rambling, so let's get this hose on and finally be done with this stupid issue. So outside of being different colors, I do want to point out that for some reason you're doing this job too. These are slightly different sizes as well. The black one is the bigger one, and that one's the one that's going to go on the expansion tank, and then the silver one will go over here. Just about the easiest repair I could have had to have done on this car. That's about it for today, guys. As you can see, I cleaned and detailed literally everything on this car, with the exception of the engine bay, because, well, if I'm being honest, it's too hot out and I'm kind of tired, and it's just, I mean, maybe I'll clean it a little bit, but honestly, I'm just going to be leaving the hood closed while I'm there anyway, so whatever. But with that being said, guys, I hope to see a lot of you at Saab Owners Convention. Actually, one more thing I do want to point out and mention before I sign off here. Yesterday, I went to the junkyard. You might have seen that on my Instagram story as well. And one thing that happened to be there was a facelifted 9.3 Combi. So I picked up the taillights off of it. So if for some reason you are interested in those taillights, I'm going to be bringing them to SOC. But if you want them, please email me or DM me on Instagram and we can work something out. So I hope to see some of you in Colorado. I'm gonna give the Turbo X a couple good drives at least today, just to make sure she's all sorted and good now. But with that being said, that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in Colorado.